an eternal flame kindled by the altar Rebbe, longing to be delivered to each spot on the globe. For most of a century, Lubavitch gazed inward, refine oneself, unlock one's soul, navigate forests of emotion, to reach the reclusive shtetl within, and draw the self to the source.
Schaas aber gekommen die Schonim של האחריזה, was bechol Schone ושון hat sich sicher Mekayim gewährt, der Linie von Margolin bekedisch und sicher sich Missasse gewährt, in der Mine von Jafusse meine Sache Chutza, Marjones Abal Shem Tev soll lechet Griechen in Chutza.
Uprooted. The Rebbe Rashab, the fifth Chabad Rebbe, was forced to leave Lubavitch. The tranquility of inward life had ended. The odyssey outward began. And then came an iron winter. A silence that stretched for decades. Faith grew quiet. Torah whispered in the dark. Each mitzvah a risk. Each breath an act of courage. In the darkest hours of our history, the Friedike Rebbe, the Rebbe Rayatz, gazed beyond the night. Where others saw despair, he saw a world taking shape, readying for Moshiach. And when the Rebbe followed in his path, that vision began to breathe. What was once a dream of redemption became a living mission, a movement that carried the light of Lubavitch to the ends of the earth.
Wat mit zugeredem Chutza, bis wann aber Chutza nicht nur kann aufnehmen die Marjones, nur kann nicht werden an Eres Lehoi.
As our world became a global shtetl, Shlichus was born. The Rebbe revealed a path forward, paved with light. Jews reaching Jews, one awakened spark awakening another. 770, the globe ignited. Schools, shuls, mikvehs, camps, open doors that open hearts. Torah taught, faith demonstrated, light shared. Thousands of shluchim to millions of Jews. It has become almost ordinary. It is the most magnificent miracle of our time. And until the mission is complete, our calling remains. Reach each Jewish soul, deliver Torah, share goodness, until the entire forest of humanity is lit with the light of Moshiach.
On behalf of the board of Merkez Linyonei Chinuch Lubavitch World Headquarters, welcome to the International Kinus Hashluchim 5786. Look around this room. It's not just full, it's alive. Every face here tells a story. Every community, a miracle. From the quiet streets of Lubavitch to the bustle of Bangkok, from the icy paths the Hasidim once walked to the vibrant streets in Brooklyn, and from Jamaica to Jerusalem. This is what it looks like when the Rebbe's global vision becomes a reality. Today, In addition to celebrating what has been built, we also celebrate those who built it, the pioneers. Those who walked into the desert with nothing more than a suitcase in their hand and a farbrengen in their heart and said, if there's a Jew, there is a mission here. And we celebrate those who continue that legacy. Every shliach, every shlucha, every child who was raised on shlichus, and every one of our partners who believes in this mission, I invite you to join me not as observers, but as participants in this incredible journey. Because from pioneers to every Jew everywhere is not finished. It continues until each and every neshama has been reached, and we are all a part of it. Allow me to share a personal story. This is a story that my father of blessed memory shared from this podium a number of years ago. Following Rosh Hashanah Tafshin Nun Beis in 1991, my grandfather suffered a heart attack. The Rebbe showed consistent concern for his well-being. He wanted to be updated on his recovery. But what happened 12 days later is etched in our memory. As many in this room will remember, Sukkot, several months before the Rebbe had suffered a stroke, the Rebbe walked outside to the public sukkah and carefully observed as thousands of his Hasidim, one by one, passed with a lulav, making the blessing on the lulav anesrog. The Rebbe, almost 90 at the time, stood for nearly 7 hours watching each and every Chassid perform this mitzvah and answering Amen to each and every bracha. Finally, the Rebbe slowly walked back to the front entrance of 770. As he's about to walk into the door, he paused and turned around in search of someone. What now? The Rebbe spotted my father in the crowd and called him. He then asked him 4 words in Yiddish. Was macht die Tate? How is your father's condition? The Rebbe's selfless care and concern for every individual Jew knew no bounds. Dear shluchim and guests, to all of those who are joining us on the live stream, this selfless devotion to each and every single Jew is what we celebrate here today. In this week's Torah portion, it tells the story of Rivka's pregnancy. And as the Medrash relates, that whenever she would pass the pace of idolatry, Esav wanted to emerge. And when she would pass a house of study, Yaakov sought to emerge. One wonders, what was Rivka doing in a place so devoid of any spirituality? Because Rivka was a shlucha. Together with her husband Yitzchak, they followed in the path of Sarah and Avram, reaching out to people where they were. Our forefathers and mothers were not afraid of the world. They wanted to change it. And that same spirit lives in every shliach and shlucha today. To go outside of their comfort zone, to meet Jews wherever they are, to bring the light of Torah into their lives. The Rebbe gave us marching orders to go where no one else would go, to find Jews that no one else thought possible to reach, and to bring the light of Yiddishkeit to each and every corner. Don't be impressed by the world, he urged. Make your impression on the world. Just as the original pioneer shluchim faced challenges, the shluchim of today face new ones. The world is changing in many ways. Recently, most recently, with the rise of artificial intelligence, we hear about it everywhere. Machines that can write, they can speak, even think. But while technology can share information, only a shliach and a shlucha can bring transformation. Yes, with AI. We will open new doors. We will create new tools. reach new people, invent new ways to teach Torah and new opportunities to spread Yiddishkeit even further and faster than ever. But as the Rebbe made it clear, that every advance in modernity must be utilized as a force for holiness. And while we acknowledge the unprecedented rise of anti-Semitism, we are reminded of the Rebbe's charge to intensify our efforts even more with Ge'on Yaakov, with Jewish pride. We don't battle darkness, we dispel darkness with light, with positivity, with unity, and with optimism. So today, surrounded by the Rebbe's army, we remind ourselves, why are we here? The world is changing fast. New challenges come every day. Yet, our mission has not changed, and neither have we, because the Rebbe's call remains the same, to reach each and every Jew in every place, in every way we can. And this is the commitment we make here today, each and every shliach and shlucha, wherever they are on the front lines, and from Merkez Linyani Chinuch Chabad World Headquarters, that over the next 12 months, we will rededicate ourselves to spearheading new initiatives, to reach incredible new vistas, both globally, to create a space where every Jew can be reached and connected using whatever central force we can put to the local impact on the front lines. We will create a shluchim exchange using AI to save shluchim millions of hours so they can invest that back in their community. We will make sure that every child has a place in the Chabad house, not only once a week for Hebrew school, but every single day for the after schools, to make sure that the Chabad house becomes a hustle and a bustle of Jewish life. We will continue to fund new shluchim that are going out, because every other day this past year, a new shliach went out to a new location, and we look to double that and triple that and scale that number to reach every single Jew. To make sure every community that needs a mikvah will have one. To make sure that every community that has teenagers will have a seating space, and every young professional will have a lounge to call their own. And every Chabad house will be able to offer the Jewish Learning Institutes incredible new projects in their places. So shluchim, as we gather here today, and we remember our great commitment, let us once again rededicate ourselves to the Rebbe's mission to go farther, reach deeper, and bring Torah, inspiration, and light into the world. And when we do, the ultimate vision of the coming of Mashiach will become an immediately reality. May it happen speedily, and may it happen now. Amen. Now join me as we begin this banquet by hearing from those pioneers and trailblazers themselves, those who paved the way, the path for so many shluchim that followed in the early years. Please turn your attention to the screens.